Okay, hi guys.
Hey man.
How's
Hi.
it going?
Tip top.
Excellent.
Okay, first question. Do you recall the very first time that you met each other?
Did we record?
Recall.
Or recall? Yeah. Yes, I do actually.
I found Jordon in a skip
Really?
in the street. No,
I was at a
neighbours.
party. No, the first time we met was at a party for a friend who was going to jail.
Okay.
That's the first time we met, but we didn't really talk again for quite a while after that until we became neighbours, and then became friends after that.
And how did the friendship then develop out of being neighbors?
I took Jordon under my wing. He was but a lad. I raised him up to the man he is.
No, we just because we're neighbours, we're friends, we're in and out of each other's houses. You see what somebody's like and what they're into, what their interests are, what their background's like, and you go, oh, you know, this is a guy we're on the same wavelength here. So how does anyone become friends, really? But
Exactly.
yeah, like that.
At this point, what role did music play in each of your lives?
Our lives just always revolved around music. You know what I mean? It's always been. You right?
Yeah, cheers.
Bullies.
Yeah.
That's how we met. Having fun, getting into music, listening to music.
Playing yourself? Were you writing songs yourself?
I've written songs since I was young, but I hadn't been in any band before I met Jordon and known William growing up. So this is like my first band. Jordon had been in bands before.
I was in bands. I'm from New Zealand, and I'd been in bands there. They weren't great bands. They weren't bands that would ever go anywhere, just for fun, you know.
I heard the band you were in New Zealand could have been the new U2. But
If we'd kept it up, yeah.
aye.
What do you say you've been writing pretty much all your life? What made you start writing songs? Then?
No idea. I just enjoyed it. Just enjoyed playing the guitar, writing songs, but it wasn't for anything. Just for something to do. I enjoyed it.
And then when then, because I believe you were friends with,
William?
William, sorry. So how did it grow out to what would become the Amazing Snakeheads?
We went and saw a band one night, me and Dale, in a small club in Glasgow. And it was such a good gig. Such high energy, the crowd were having it, the players, they were great. Came out of that gig after a few drinks, we're like, man, that was great. We could do that, man, we could totally do that. So we went away the next week, started rehearsal, and that's from then on, we've always been a band.
Yeah, we just wanted to have a bit of fun.
Let's have fun, yeah.
Yeah.
So there was no ambition at that point?
Well, there was ambition to just to play. You know what I mean?
And that's a great ambition when you first start.
Aye.
Play your first live show, that's all the ambition you need.
And as we went, it was like, I think we thought, if we can ever get a 7-inch, a bit of vinyl, that'll be like...
Hooray, we've done it.
That'll be us, just get a bit of vinyl.
Play live show, record something on vinyl.
Aye.
That's all I ever want to do, and we've done both of those now.
You know what I mean? So that was about the amount of ambition that we had. You know what I mean? Just to get it playing and enjoy doing it. Maybe get a bit of vinyl.
What was the first show like?
It was in a place that I used to work as a chef, and I just asked the manager, can we play a gig in here, because no one else would take us. And it was in a stone floor, big glass wall behind us. We probably sounded absolutely terrible, but people came and watched us. We had a great time doing it, and from then on we're like, we need to do this all the time.
Aye. We've been playing how we play now just from that first gig, you know what I mean, in terms of it being why we do it. It's just about us, the three of us, getting on a stage and just having a bit of fun.
But as you said, this is your first time being in a band. Was
Yep.
it difficult going on?
No, not in the slightest, because I think when you're doing something like this with your best friends, and we were digging the music that we were making from the start. It might not have been...
We weren't great players or anything.
It might not have been palatable to a lot of people, but we were digging it. So I think if you're doing something like this with your best friends and you're digging the music that you make, or you're trying to make, I don't think I mean, there's always apprehensions when you start, but We were just ready to go. We just wanted to get out and fucking tear it up.
Have a good time, yeah.
Regardless of what it sounded like, we weren't giving a fuck if people liked it. You know what I mean? We were actually thinking that no one would. And the fact that people are now starting to maybe dig the music it's not a shock, but it's like we never thought that anybody would dig our band. You know what I mean?
Well, because I read somewhere that you said at some point that there was a question if the band would even become a band because you were apprehensive about. And I wrote it down, the exact lyric, the exact phrase. Let's see. Yeah, they almost didn't go through with the band because the prospect of aiming high and then missing was scary or was unbearable. It's in one of those bio things. I suppose you don't write those yourself, but.
Can you repeat that again?
Well, in essence, it said that there was some apprehension at first because the thought of aiming big and then missing.
That doesn't sound like something we'd say, to be honest. I'm not sure where that would have come
I
from.
think that's certainly not a quote from any of us.
Okay, because
that doesn't sound like something we would say, to be honest.
No, where did you get that? Where was that?
I think it was in one of those bio things. Because what you just said about being confident about the music, that's why I thought, well, that doesn't sound
I don't know. I don't know where the fuck that came from.
Okay.
That doesn't sound like something we'd say. We've always been confident enough, and
whoever did write it is going to get fucking
there's been words
torn apart. No, we've never had anything like that.
Because so the confidence was always there.
Oh, absolutely. It's just confidence in yourself as a person. Like, you either got it or you don't. You know what I mean?
No, well, it's like, again, it's like we dig the music. You know what I mean?
I don't care if anyone else doesn't like it. I'd go out there in front of nobody.
Aye.
If this room was empty and there was a good drum set there, I'd play it just for fun. So.
I'd play along with you, mate.
Would you?
I'd got one of the guitars.
Oh, good on you, man. That's good. Thank you.
That's cool.
And well, now things are starting to take off. Have you been able to quit your job and focus on music full time?
Not quite absolutely full time yet. We do spend the majority of our time doing music, but we've still got bills to pay, you know. So we go and do our respective jobs when we can, when we're there to do it.
Aye, it's getting to the point now where we are having to give up our jobs to go and do music.
Willingly, might I add.
It's like, it's that time, and it's wonderful. You know what I mean? That we're at the stage that we're at now, and we're getting to go places and play music. I mean, it's fucking incredible. We're really happy about that. You know what I mean? But
and proud of it as well.
And incredibly proud because we've worked. We still work just now, and we've worked and we've done the band. So we take enormous pride in the fact that we know that we've worked extremely hard. You know what I mean?
Well, because I believe the album also was recorded mostly at night. So it must have been quite a chore to combine the work and then.
No, but for the 2 weeks we were recording, we
didn't go to work.
Weren't working. Okay. No, that would have been that would never have worked. If when you're recording,
you're putting everything into it. You know, you ain't getting up at 6 o'clock after you've been in the studio to 4 o'clock.
No. So for the period that we were recording, there was nothing else you get done.
Okay. And in terms of the writing for the record, in what span of time were these songs written? Because you said that you've always been writing.
Well, we've been together now 4 years, so 3 years up until we recorded about a year ago. So probably 3 years.
The songs on the record chose themselves. They were the songs that were ready to go.
But they were old in terms of the lifespan of the band. There was some were old, some were new. They were just the right songs to go on the album at the right time.
Aye.
So you would say that they were. Not necessarily. Were there more songs?
There's plenty more songs. Yeah.
So they weren't necessarily the best, but the ones that fitted together the best.
They chose themselves.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot. There really wasn't a lot of
debate about it.
A lot of thinking about what we're going to put on the record. They were the songs that just gravitated towards.
They worked together in the best fashion to make a record, rather than. 'Cause there's other songs that we love that we play live, and they're great songs. They just. In terms of the sequencing of a record, wouldn't work as well.
Well, what then made this connection between the songs? What for you?
I want to say live set, but it's not in the order we would play a live set. So
I don't know actually. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just know that the songs on the record chose themselves. When they're in to record, there wasn't a great debate about what we were going to go on the record. There was maybe a slight variation, but they chose themselves. That was the songs that we were going to go and record. I don't really know why. They were the songs that were there. They're the ones that we wanted to record, and then that was the record. You know what I mean? There wasn't a great.
We didn't record 50 songs and then handpick them out.
That was the
We
only.
knew the songs we were going to record. These are the ones we want to do. And that's the ones we did.
And when in this process of writing and recording the album did the title come up?
Probably in the mixing stage of it. It was before that.
No, the title was.
Yeah, it had been around.
The title had been around for a while.
Do you remember where it came from?
We do.
Yeah, very.
We do, but that's the secret.
Aye.
That's the secret that we know.
A good friend of ours.
Yeah. And that's something that we're going to keep to ourselves.
Okay, fair enough.